Am I the astronaut for asking my mother why she cares that my brother died? Holy shit, man. We got some heavy stuff going on here today, folks. My 34-year-old brother, Michael, died 2 weeks ago, apparently from cardiac arrest from taking too many pain pills for too many years. He died in his apartment, and it was a week before anyone noticed he was missing. Sad, but true. Anyway, my mother is acting like a grieving mother, and it rubbed me the wrong way. I told her I didn't understand why she was all sad when she hadn't communicated with him in 3 months. My brother wasn't some street junkie. He had a corporate job and did CrossFit. My mom and he stopped getting along once he stopped giving her money to enable our other siblings who are the real bad apples. I just don't understand how a mother can go through months without knowing if her child is dead or alive because they don't reach out to them, but then acts all sad when they die. For the record, my mother does reach out at least once a week to the other kids and panics if she can't reach them. She's not neglectful to all of us. Some people might say that there were dynamics in play, but I've been there and I know that it's way more simple than that. My mom just didn't care. For example, my brother sent her flowers for her birthday every year and she'd quickly call him for his, like 3 days after his birthday. I've been called heartless and an asshole. I don't think I am. He's being cremated and she wants to keep his ashes. For what? So you can stuff him in a cupboard with a liquid plumber? Damn. Okay. That's complicated. Now the question is, am I the astronaut for asking my mother why she cares that my brother died? I mean, I don't think it's wrong to confront her with that. I don't think it's wrong to make her aware that you know that she didn't make any attempt to stay in contact with him and only used him for money, apparently. And whenever he stopped being a source of money, she stopped contacting him. But also, when OP clarified that it's not this way with all of the other children, I think that helped me because I'm thinking, man, like life gets crazy busy. And although I'll talk to my parents more frequently now, it's not often. Life gets busy. You know what I mean? Especially, I think it's kids typically that drift from parents, though, and not parents that drift from kids. But life does get busy, and I don't think you can hold that against someone. But if it's not that way for the other kids, and if they only had this rift driven whenever he stopped giving her money, then it probably is guilt. This is probably a guilt thing. And yeah, he's still her child. She's allowed to grieve. She's allowed to have those feelings. Now, I feel like there is a possible scenario here where someone will use this situation to put the spotlight on themselves and use it to make people feel bad for them and use it as attention-seeking things. And that's not okay. But she's allowed to grieve her child, regardless of if they were close or not. And I don't know that taking that jab is the right thing to do. I mean, I don't know. And everyone's allowed to grieve here. And I think grief can make you do some out-of-character things, for sure. But I also don't see a problem with sticking up for your brother right then too and being like, look, why are you acting like you guys were super close? Now, you can't act like she's not allowed to grieve. It's her child, right? It wouldn't matter if they hadn't spoken in 5 years. She's still allowed to grieve. He's still her child. So they're both going through some shit. This is not an easy situation. Everybody is grieving and everybody is lashing out in a different way for things. Definitely could have done it differently. Probably should have done it differently. I can't say. Yeah, I want to put him at a 3 because he should have done it differently. I understand the motivation on everybody's part here. So I think it's a tough time. I don't think this is one of those like you're definitely an asshole kind of things, but she can't be an asshole for grieving her son who's passed away now either. Now, if she is using this to make other people feel sorry for her and to gain attention, and that's the only reason she's doing it, up. We don't know that that's the case from what we're reading here right now. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not.